Hello everyone to a new YouTube video by me, After Building. In this video I'll be showing you this new base I designed. It's a simple 2x2 for 1 to 3 players, but it has a little specialty to it because it uses the Unlootable TC room which I showed in the previous video. I wanted to make this base to show you an application for the TC room, because after I designed it I had a lot of problems thinking of bases in I could use it, so I just wanted to show this one as an example. Now let us begin with the tour of the base. We are beginning here at the entrance, where we have a simple single door airlock, which allows us to shoot out but nobody to enter. Then right to our left we have a simple 4-box drop-off loot room to allow us to drop off our farm or kits we got in a battle without needing to run into the core of the base. Drop-off room is protected by at least 4 rockets, making it a viable option to store low-level loot if you run out of storage in the core of the base. Going up here we have a ladder hatch which leads to the second story. Here we have another row of windows spanning all around, allowing us to view the entrance of our base and shoot off potential raiders. Going into the base, we open one garage door, where we see 3 furnaces embedded into the honeycomb. Opening again another garage door shows us a locker and the first bed. This will be the main living space of our base, where you have 3 more beds, a level 2 workbench and 9 furnaces embedded into the honeycomb. This loot room isn't designed to be an unlootable loot room, but rather this window frame is designed to stop raiders from splash damaging into this and this square at once. Going further in the base, we find another garage door with a half loot room above. Going down here we find the entrance into the 2x2, which is a simple stability bunker. To open the bunker we would simply spawn in one of 3 bags down here, open this door, destroy this foundation and place a new one. This newly placed foundation should be there all the time, because it makes it a lot easier to enter and leave the 2x2. Inside of this 2x2 we have 5 large boxes, all level 3 workbench, 3 bags and 2 small boxes. If you want you could design this more efficient, but I think this is sufficient. Here we have our unlootable loot room. Going up to the second story with this ladder hatch, we have another triangle in the space, which you could use either for a locker or furnaces. Opening the garage door, and this one leads into the 3rd story, where we have 3 more beds together with 3 lockers. These half walls are necessary, but in my opinion are really nice to have, because they allow Opening this garage door leads into a room which I used for online defenses with 3 beds and 3 lockers. These half walls aren't necessary, but in my opinion are really helpful, because they stop raiders from splash damaging into the base below. Opening this garage door leads to a simple elevator, which brings us to our shooting floor. Here we only have a sheet metal double door to appear less rich from the outside, but also to make it easier to open and close if people are getting up here. We have a shooting floor with 360-degree vision and peek downs to allow us to shoot raiders. The upkeep of the base, in my opinion, is very manageable for a dedicated solo or duo trio. Now let's get into how you build this base. You're again going to begin with a square, walls all around, floor on top, window frame, door frame and a door. We are going to begin with our unlootable loot room as always. Barbecue in this corner, box right here, small box here, and TC in between. If you don't want to build the suicide part of the space, you don't need to add this small box and the sleeping bag, but I would advise you to do it because it can't harm you, and if you ever run out of storage, you can just use this for your most important loot. This will be our starter unit. If you don't have the stone or the metal at the beginning to build the door or make the walls stone, just leaving it wood for the beginning is okay. We have our starter unit. We can go on building the base, adding another square, walls, floor, a door frame and double door. To go on rebuilding the space, we're going to add one more foundation here, a foundation which we leave twick right here, a raised foundation here, upgraded to stone, with soft side stoppers on top, which we'll also upgrade to stone. Another foundation to the side here, walls on top, cover everything, add a door from right here, a wall here, and now you have a fully functioning bunker. Going on with building the base, we're going to build our elevator. From now on, I will be building everything in the building crate it will have at the end of the build, but you can leave it for the as the best material you have at the moment. Upgrading this foundation to armored is important. Upgrading these foundations to armored is really important to stop people from just foundation raiding and skipping a wall. Now we're going to build a loot room. Before we place the window frame, we need to place the boxes. Large boxes go in the corner. Small box fits in between. Small box fits here, here, same above. Next we're going to add honeycomb. Next we're going to add one layer of honeycomb all around. Now one layer of stone honeycomb. If you want, you can add a layer of metal honeycomb around this foundation, but I wouldn't advise you because it makes it obvious that you have a bunker inside and where it is. If you do it this way from the outside, it will be impossible to tell that you have a bunker and not just a double honeycombed 2x2. The parts of the furnace rooms that will show to the outside should be upgraded to metal. The rest can be left stone. I would advise you to place at least one sheet metal wall in each of these honeycomb to stop people from splash damaging into the important rooms. This window frame again will be upgraded to sheet metal to stop people from easily splash damaging. Now we're going to put the entrance. This part of the honeycomb doesn't need to be used as a Dropbox room. I just like to have one because I feel like being able to quickly drop off your loot is really important for any base. Now to the item placement of the main living area. Placing these furnaces while all the walls are still stone will be easier. This is one of the simplest shooting floor designs for a 2x2. If you want to make a more elaborate one, you can. Placing embrasures and door frames with doors in this configuration doesn't allow raiders to go inside of your base without destroying at least one stone wall, which can be soft-sided. But because this shooting floor isn't part of the honeycomb, it isn't important. With this bed placement you need to be a bit careful, because if you place it wrong, you won't be able to access your chute anymore. Now on how you can finish the unlootable loot room. You're going to place another box, small box comma right here. You will need to leave out this drop box because it will be in the way of placing the roof for the bunker. If you want to place these drop boxes, you would need to do it beforehand, before placing the honeycomb. Again, you would need to leave this door frame metal for the beginning, so it's easier to align the vending machine. Again, it's up to you how you customize this design from the inside. This base should just show you a way in which you can use the unlootable loot room in a common footprint like the 2x2. Thank you all for watching my video. Until next time.